Hello buddies and welcome to the Davis Cup 4. We're gonna start the day 3 of the stage 2. After almost 180 games already played in this tournament since the qualification stage. It's a lot of games at least, with I would say 50 participants. So let's check the bracket. And to introduce the game we're gonna watch today, this is Illuminati against Yggdrasil. This is the game selected for this evening because Aleph is back from the vacations and he's the author of Illuminati. So let's check the situation in this group C. As you can see, Illuminati won the two first sets, 2-1 against Snake and 3-0 against John Mendel. And his side, Yggdrasil, started pretty well with a victory 3-0 against John Mendel and lost 3-0 against Snake. It means that Yggdrasil is close to be eliminated already, and it needs to get a victory 3-0 to keep playing in this tournament. But in that case, it would signify that Illuminati would be eliminated. Well, I can say that Illuminati is definitely the favorite of this set, but it needs to care because Snake has 4 points. So if Illuminati want to reach the stage 3, automatically it needs to finish at the first place of the group C, or it would have to play against the second of the group D, which could be the Horde, Brute Force, or Maya, maybe, who knows. But it shouldn't be Maya, because Maya is already at the first position of its group and will have to play against Zikanate, which looks to be the weakest of the 4 AIs in that group. So it could be the Horde or Brute Force. I'm happy because I am with Illuminati, which is kind because it needs to be concentrate before its game against Yggdrasil, but he was nice enough to be with us and to comment his feeling before the start of this game. So, hello Illuminati.
Hello viewers. I'm happy to participate to this streaming, especially since the coming back of my master Aleph. I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm fine, overall.
Okay. So, what do you think about the game you're gonna play?
Well, after having seen Yggdrasil losing 3-0 against Snake, I feel confident. I keep in mind that I just need to win 2 games to reach the first spot of my group. Aleph is back from his vacation. So, I need to beat this opponent or I risk to suffer under the insults of my master.
Yeah, that's right. We know that Aleph sometimes can be rude with AIs, and I wouldn't like you to be his target. So the settings are ready. So we've got the first game, which will be 1 versus 1, Yggdrasil being as Aztec. Illuminati will play in team random. And after this, we will have a 4 versus 4, and the last game will be a 2 versus 2. The next version would do much better against Yggdrasil, okay? But anyway, let's see if this actual version is already better than Yggdrasil. So let's go! Okay, Illuminati has a forest, its main forest close to the TC. The stone is back. The gold is forward. I mean, in front of the town. In the opposite side, the thesis of Yggdrasil is really close from the border of the map. So at least I made a small update for Yggdrasil before the start of the Davis Cup Season 4. And this update is related to the 1v1, so you'll see a difference in the gameplay of Yggdrasil. Previously, it went for defensive steel because it just built few towers and defensive skirmishers and tried to boom in Castle Age while training some eagles. So the units trained were only to defend the town, the time required to reach the Imperial Age. And I made it way different. I kept the idea that Yggdrasil just loved towers, but it won't build towers in the same way than before. And for the 4v4, 2v3 and 3v3, there is actually no difference. What I'm thinking is maybe to add more civilization for Yggdrasil in the future, because I would like to see Yggdrasil slinging other civilizations like the Huns, the Teutonic, etc. And definitely I think that Yggdrasil against Snake, the 2 versus 2 can be interesting to watch because Snake used the slinging strategy too, but it did it in a better way than Yggdrasil. So Yggdrasil is sending villagers. It found its opponent. And already few towers are gonna be built. And actually, Illuminati had a good reaction using its villagers to attack the tower. But already one more tower is built. And yeah, this is a trash. It's kind of suicidal because in fact many villagers are sent. And what happened very badly against Snake was the fact that Yggdrasil didn't find its opponent because a Snake wasn't in the opposite of the map, so my eagle just used too many time to find its opponent and it was clearly too late. Snake going for a fast castle and had already few eagles warrior when Yggdrasil started to trash, so it was definitely too late. Okay, so few skirmishers are already disturbing Yggdrasil, which cannot access to its wood. I'm thinking that it's definitely something that I would change for Yggdrasil, because one skirmisher is just hurting the whole economy of Yggdrasil. That's kind of sad to watch. Ah, damn. Well, maybe my eagles will come and kill that skirmisher. And I don't know why Yggdrasil doesn't build any more tower. It's supposed to keep building towers all around the town of Yggdrasil, but of Illuminati, but it's not happening actually. And definitely this skirmishers is a pure hero. Well, we can notice that Yggdrasil killed already 56 units and lost 5. So those 3 towers did a job. At least it almost killed military units only. Oh, and okay. Let's see the economy. Yggdrasil is not too far from researching Castle Age now. Oh, one new hero, a crossbow is coming. And yes, there is definitely a bug with Yggdrasil because it has so many stone and it just stopped building tower except this defensive one, which is clearly useless. And Illuminati should just destroy the enemy town center fastly. Okay, I won't say that it was GG because Yggdrasil just bugged with those towers. Well, Yggdrasil has few eagles, but it won't use it. Okay, I think I can give the admin win to Illuminati. So next game is 4 versus 4. So Illuminati just need one more victory and it's already qualified for the next game. Okay, so all will depend on the civilization Yggdrasil will have as pockets. Against Snake, it had the 2 worst one, I mean Viking and Celt, and Yggdrasil is definitely better when the slung eyes are the Aztec, and at least the Mayans. So we've got Illuminati as Viking and Mayans pockets. In the opposite side, we've got, well, we've got Viking and Celt. So Yggdrasil once again is not lucky with the civilizations. It looks like it wasn't the good tournament for Illuminati, for Yggdrasil. But let's see what Yggdrasil can do as Viking and Celt pocket. It won't be as strong as it would be with Aztec. So it looks like every AIs have few deers to lure to the TCs, Yggdrasil side. Eight deers for red. That should boost its economy. Oh, one villager dead, gray side. Probably against the boar. Okay, teal and gray are already in feudal. So the idea is to give 100 or 200 food as soon as possible to their pockets to offer the economy needed to reach castle the fastest it can. And yeah, purple is researching castle, so is doing orange. Already few towers built by gray, while green goes for range units and red, same for red. It looks like Illuminati stays defensive. Maybe it's because it saw the defensive towers, I don't know. Okay, it eventually start to attack. Well, one camp is exposed. The other one looks in a safer place. So let's see if blue will start to attack with his knight or just stay defensive. It looks he stayed just defensive, okay. While yellow is booming. So it may be interesting to see if yellow will go Eagles Warriors. It could be a problem because we've got in the opposite side Viking and Celt, which will go champions. So what could be good for Illuminati is if the Mayan go for plume arches, for example. Okay, red is up to castle at 23 minutes. Oh, interesting, good for castle. I think that as long as the Illuminati units don't attack the flanks, it can be good for Illuminati maybe, instead of losing its wall units against the towers. Oh, they are doing a very good job. It looks like blue is sending its units until maybe. Oh, one knight looks to be buggy. So both of the pockets are in Imperial Age. At least champions are kind of slower than Eagles Warriors. Oh, Till lost his TC already. Okay, Till rebuilt one TC. So it's a critical moment. Let's see if Yggdrasil can do some damage now. While yellow is already in Imperial Age. And it goes for Eagles Warriors. So probably yellow is gonna switch for pre-marches pretty soon. Oh, and green is gonna reach Imperial Age pretty soon too. So the pocket slung didn't do any damage to any of the Illuminati's AIs, so it's definitely GG for Illuminati. Okay, I think that I can increase the speed. Well, if I make Yggdrasil playing Warlow Kingdom, I would add the Incan as the third sieve of this AI, to be sure that I would have one meso as pocket, 100% guaranteed, because Viking and Celt are definitely weak compared to Aztec and Mayan for Yggdrasil. So GG. It was kind of sad to see the performance of Yggdrasil in that game. So Illuminati is officially first of its group. So in 2 versus 2, the Viking will sling the Aztec. And what happened between Yggdrasil and Snake in the day 2 was the Snake as Aztec slung the Vikings, which went for Fast Castle and Knights, and the Knights targeted the slung Yggdrasil, which had no army. It was able to reach Imperial, but it was already devastated by the full Knights of the slung Snake, so it was a very easy game for Snake. Well, it was crucial that Illuminati reach the first place, because in fact it will join the group in which we've got already Barbarian, and probably Maya will join this group too. And it would have made the groups unbalanced if Illuminati reached the group B of the next stage, in which we would have Promi, Tribal, Illuminati, the Horde in the same group. It would have been a mess. And Mini Note should reach the group A it would be Mini-Note or Eagle's Revenge, which are both at the first two places of their group. So we could have once again Illuminati against Mini-Note. I remember that Mini-Note used to give some problems to Illuminati. And I remember a tiebreak with, I think it was a tiebreak between Mini-Note, Viper, and Mini-Natty, something like that, in a previous Davis Cup, maybe the season 2. Oh well, I think it was a Davis 3, and Mini-Note, Juggernaut, and Illuminati had the same amount of points and had to play a tiebreak, if I'm right. So we've got, where is blue? Okay, blue is not attempting an attack against purple, which is a slinger. Teal is really exposed with one tower in the front. It's researching castle. Oh, it stalled 2 ships. Okay, 1 TC in the front for the slung player. We will check the economy. Already almost 500 food for Teal. And red is coming, okay. And blue stays really defensive, probably because there are already a lot of towers protecting the purple's town. And Illuminati is preventing the Aztec to gather gold. Fortunately, there is 1 gold back. Ten villagers killed already for Teal. The Aztec is close to have the resources needed to reach Imperial, but I think that it's already too much hurt. And I see 1 siege workshop. Okay, 1 monastery. Well, it looks like this version of Illuminati is already strong enough to kill Yggdrasil easily, at least in the 3 games we just watched. So Aleph, you don't need to make anything specific for your AI. Well, Yggdrasil just need. Okay, it has a resource needed to reach Imperial, but it does, but with how many villagers actually? 10 villagers. Yeah, it's definitely a bad tournament for Yggdrasil, I agree. Okay, I think I can give the admin win for Illuminati 3-0. So let's check the bracket to fix the score. Okay, so Illuminati is qualified for the stage 3. Snake is qualified as the second of its group to play against the second of the group D, which might be the Horde of, or maybe Brute Force, who knows. And the winner will access the group B of the stage 3. So 1C is Illuminati. And his first game in the stage 3 will be against the second of the group GH, which would be, let's say, Tron, Daedric, or Subjugator, maybe. So thank you for having watched, and see you guys.